I'm Joel Horowitz. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Promo.com. I am thrilled to be here. I've been in marketing now, working in marketing for well over a decade for companies like IBM and AVG Technologies, if you're familiar with them, and the security market. Most recently, a company called AudioEye for digital accessibility. And so been a long time fan of video as a medium, as well as AI as a technology. And so combining the two is kind of a dream job for me. So yeah, without further ado, PromoAI, as I mentioned, is our latest product. It's been used and adopted by a number of leading companies. And so if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to do so. I'd love for you to stay in the webinar, but if you want to try it, you can head over to Promo.com, where all you need is a URL or a description of your business or product, and we can generate videos. I'm going to show you how that works here in a moment. So we're just going to kind of keep moving through. So what are some folks saying? Really a lot of individuals across industries in real estate or small businesses, even large businesses. Really some of the key things that we're hearing is how valuable video and promo is to reducing the cost and time to value it takes to generate a video. So others are saying how challenging it really can be to find the video content, to find the media, to find the music, to edit the video together, to bring all of this together can be super challenging. Would be interested to hear also, what kinds of challenges that you all have. Wow, Brett, you're making 200 videos a month. Wow, that's a lot, man. This might save you some time. So anyways, it's also, helpful in terms of getting, I think, a lot of different stakeholders involved. And so if you can, generate a lot of video ideas, I think the ideation process for me is sometimes the bottleneck in terms of creating more content. It's like, well, what should I really be talking about? What's relevant? What do people, gravitate to and towards? PromoAI is definitely a great idea machine to address that. I know I'm moving through the slides relatively quickly, but I'm sure all of you probably know that video is really the future. I mean, if you haven't been paying attention, I guess there's a ton of new video technology, coming on the market, and it continues to demonstrate the highest performance. And so if you're not on YouTube, or if you're not creating videos for your landing pages or social media, then you're really missing out on a pretty performant channel from what we see. So let's actually boil this down. So if I were to ask you, how much it would cost to produce your own videos, if you were to go out and find a freelancer or really an expert, and don't get me wrong, like there's always a time and a place to have the very high production value video content, right? So I think that's definitely worth noting, that there's time and a place. But if you're trying to essentially create the level and the scale of video media that you want to really reach your audience and draw them in, then I would argue that's going to be fairly cost prohibitive, unless I guess you're a very large company. Because there's also the media component. And so there's certainly stock footage, out there that you can get. You can shoot your own video, or as of late, you can use these generative AI platforms, like obviously OpenAI Sora, which we all kind of saw this past week, kind of come on the market. There's Midjourney, there's others, but that's also still relatively expensive. And so going kind of one by one and grabbing those videos and working with them can be quite costly. And then lastly, actually, using tools to schedule or to do it yourself and to schedule and post one by one could also be quite expensive. Isn't to say that you shouldn't do that, but it's another area where you want to be considerate. So let's talk about PromoAI. So like I said, if you go to our website, Promo.com, I'll show you a demo here in a moment. You can easily enter your website address, or just below, there's another link if you don't already have a website, to actually write in a description as a prompt, and we'll also create videos for there. So let's actually go ahead and do that. So enough talk. Let's get to the action. And so if I go over here to PromoAI, and let me know if you need me to slow down, or if you can't see my screen. But anyway, so like if you come here to PromoAI, like I mentioned, AudioEye is a client. Like I said, you can also click this continue without a website, and you can also write in the descriptions here. So right away, PromoAI will crawl your website and extract the description. So like I said, AudioEye is a digital accessibility platform to help you stay compliant for accessibility. And one thing you'll notice here is if you're an agency, and you're working with different companies, you can actually swap in, a different logo, for example. So AudioEye actually recently updated their logos, and so I gone ahead and grabbed that. So if you're working with, tens or lots of brands as an agency, we actually have quite a few agencies, I think, that are here. You might find that it's challenging, right? The context switch, to continuously have to move between brands and all of that. So PromoAI makes that super easy. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to hit go. And the timer here says 5 minutes, but in reality, it really depends on maybe where you are in the world and that sort of thing. But on average, we see videos generated in less than a minute. So, if you think about what's going on here, and we're basically, we use that description and we're sending it to our creative copilot to come up with video scripts, right? So it's writing a script for 30 videos. It's then going and selecting video media or content from our vast library of Getty images. So we have a really nice relationship with Getty Images that's included in your subscription to PromoAI. And so it's going and searching their 275 million, videos library, which is, when you think about it, it's quite a lot. And looking at, creating all these different videos. And then it's also then finding music, right? And then writing the captions. So it's doing quite a lot. And if you look at it, just kind of like glancing over, you immediately get 30 videos to choose from, and of course they're not all going to be to your liking necessarily. I mean, we always hope they are, but they might not be. And so you can always click regenerate up here on the left hand side, or even more exciting is that you can kind of preview them here. And what's interesting is it actually captures some really nice some nice footage. So this one we can actually go in and edit. In fact, we're going to discard this one, and we'll try to find maybe a little bit different one. The positive impact of digital accessibility. Let's look at this one. This person, it's really impressive. Like, they're actually using kind of a screen reader here. So there's different music they can use, and if you're in a market that's not English speaking, you can actually change the language. So we can say change the language to Spanish, for example, and in a short minute. So this is basically running a chat GPT, which is really impressive. And so you basically have your own copilot here. So instead of having to necessarily go in and change each caption one by one, you can actually do that effectively here just by writing some music. You can also say, change the music to big band music, and that'll also. Can you guys hear the music? I just want to make sure you can hear it. Yeah, PromoAI is paid. We could, reach out to me, Noor. My email, here, I'll send you my email so you can just reach out to me directly. We can find a way to get you a discount. No music. Okay, hold on a second. Let me change that. Second, I'll do it one more time. Excuse me. Stop that, and then we'll share with sound this time. That ought to do it. So let's try off this and change the. You can hear it now. Good. Yep, great. So you can hear the next music. We can change as well to I don't know, some disco music. And so you can change the music all you want. The other thing, that's the band music that I asked for. So you can kind of change it there, deeper. So there's really kind of other ways to do this. So you can also edit it, as I'm sure you can also edit it here in the in what we call kind of our legacy editor. So if you need to move this around, manually, you can kind of still do that. And so then when you save this, you can actually either download it. So if you want to just basically take the video and upload it or use it and share it with whomever you like, you can certainly do that. You can download it both in HD or standard def. So you kind of go here to download it here. And you can kind of see that there's HD and there's full HD here. Or, what's even, I think, because I'm a B2B marketer, I get, you can just change it other than English, Frank. You can change it to German. You can change it, etc. So, but what gets me excited is that you can actually upload to, say, Wistia. You can save it to even HubSpot if you're using HubSpot as your CMS, so you can quickly embed this in a landing page, or you can just grab the embed code here and just drop it into a landing page that way, or you can share it or create a GIF. It's an exceptionally powerful product and platform, and so you could also, like I said, kind of schedule it directly to your social account. So here is Promo. So I'm managing our social accounts, and so I can quickly add it to YouTube by just clicking plus, and enter the description and the title. Or if I go back, you can also do it for other products. So I'm going to go back. Is there another company that, let's try? I'm going to do one more just for fun, so you can kind of. It doesn't integrate with Monday yet. That's a good suggestion. Rachel, I'd be curious to understand the use case more of how that would look like. Is it namely to like save the video? I'd be curious, Rachel, to know more about what you're thinking there, and we should talk about it. Would love to kind of see how we could do that. Oh, interesting, TJ. Yeah, you can batch. You could basically, so no, you can't submit all 30 of the videos at once per se, but you can take one video and post it to multiple social channels. So for example, I'll show you in a moment. So if I worked for Nike in this case, I could use PromoAI to quickly generate 30 videos, but that's a good feature request. But yeah, I can create 30 videos and then take a video, make a quick, if I need to make any quick edits, and then publish it to all of my social channels at once. And I can schedule it for ahead, or I can have it publish immediately. I can show you that in a moment. So I just keeping up with the questions. It's great. Yeah. We yeah, you can always create a lot of your you can also upload your own video. So I'll show you that in a moment. So that was a question I just saw. Really good question. VAS languages that we support basically all of the languages that essentially OpenAI supports, which is what we're working with. And so we have 26 languages that we support, so quite a few. And so yeah, so we can kind of look at, here's one for Nike. Let me know if you can hear the music. But obviously, right, Nike is a sports and athletic company, and so kind of getting to some really nice active, videos, which is good. Again, I can show you. If you want to say maybe you're in the, I don't know, Czech Republic. I can Czech, which is not an easy language to learn, but our AI has learned it, and so in a moment, here's the video in Chesky, which is pretty slick, right? And so yeah, you can also use you can upload video. And so here's, I have some Sora images. So say we wanted to upload, maybe this is probably less on brand for Nike, but you can upload your own videos or your own photos, or you could even search in our like I said, in the library. So I can look for Nike shoes maybe and see kind of what comes back. But yeah, this is oh, I said Nike shows, no wonder. So anyways, try it that way. Yeah, so there you go. So there's some Nike, kind of images that maybe I can drop in right here instead. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff. Yep. I haven't tried adding your own. Yeah, you can add your own audio. So anyway, so we saved this one. So hopefully, Eddie, that answered your question. Jonathan, yeah, we're actually in the process of pulling images from the website, but also your social. So like if you've already used images and video from your social accounts, you can actually go ahead and drop them in there. So let's go ahead and use, oops, let me go back here. I'm sorry. So we can use let's use LinkedIn, I guess, for this. And the other thing to notice is it gives you a nice preview, and it actually writes the post for you, which is really cool. So basically, it wrote all of this so that it actually matches the video. Basically, then we could schedule it ahead. So I can schedule it for, next week. So yep, let's schedule it then, or I could publish it now. I could choose, the type of, format I want, whether I want it wide or if I want it as a square. And so it'll change that, quickly, and you can actually see the nice preview here of how it'll look like. So really a great way to share your videos easily. And I can also add in, so for example, like Facebook as well. So let's find my Facebook account, so I can add that in here as well if I want to. I could also add in Twitter. So here's my Twitter account. So I can just go through and start adding all of these in if I want to. Mark, we don't have voiceovers just yet, but that's definitely on the roadmap. Yeah, sorry. I know the music could be loud. I'll turn it down. But anyway, so that's how you publish, which is really cool. Yeah, Brett, we do have. I don't know if we have 4K. Let me check. I don't think so. Not to download yet. Not yet. Let's see. Yeah, Stephanie, I will definitely send the recording. Any other websites that anyone wants me to test, or you can feel free to test it yourself before we get too far. So I wanted to kind of go back to the presentation. and share with you this. So as I showed you, you can easily go to our website and try this for yourself. And so just to kind of recap, you basically have the ability to, essentially create your branding from your website or from a description really, really quickly. PromoAI will generate 30 videos for you, as you saw, in less than a minute, and regenerate more videos until you get what you need. You could easily edit your videos with our Copilot. So within the chat GPT editor there, and then you could easily post this to your social or to your B2B marketing channels and repositories and platforms. So really, really a powerful tool. So you're really getting kind of a 3-in-1. You're getting not only the video generation, right, to make videos, you're also getting a very deep and fully featured editing platform, both with your Creative Copilot, GPT editor, as well as your manual and traditional editing tools as well. So if you really need to get in there and make fine-tuned edits, you can certainly do that. And then of course you can publish. And so yeah, it's a very powerful end-to-end platform for video creation. And these are some of the integrations we have. I heard Monday was one of the asks, and we should certainly look into that. If there's other ideas of integrations, would be happy to think about those. Brett, yeah, that's a good question about uploading a list of URLs. We should talk about that. I think that falls into our kind of our custom plan option. So you should definitely reach out to me. I'll send you a note here now to reach out to me. So yeah, anyone, feel free to reach out to me directly, Joel@Promo.com if you have questions. You can schedule, TJ, I don't know, that's a good question. You can schedule pretty far into the future in terms of how far out you can schedule. And the limit right now, I want to say, is about 5 minutes, I think, in terms of the video. Yep, I'll definitely share my presentation. And as a thank you, it's the 29th of February, so it's a leap year, and so for this special occasion, I'd be happy to offer you this annual discount of 50% for joining today. So if you like what you saw and you want to use it yourself, use this link. I'll also email it to you, so you don't have to write it down. But I'll send you this link, and you can actually head over to Promo.com yourself and try it for yourself. And that's pretty much what I had to cover today. So if there's other